Both teams making substitutions here. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's Arenas. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Now here's Smith. Knocks it down from distance.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Arenas. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Rondo. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
A clear look for Green. Off the left rim and out.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
Beyond the arc. And Dunleavy gets it to go.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Arenas. Misses the 3.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
It could go. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Sacramento on top, up by 8. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Man, the Kings have held tough, but it seems like the West has gotten tougher, Graham.
Well, what's the saying? If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And the Kings have to find that next level.
Here's Rondo. Nails it from beyond the arc. Rondo, he's got 6 points.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Arenas with the bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Jazz trail by 9. Now Rondo. Pass to Smith. Here's Dunleavy. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Rondo. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Arenas. Here's Rodman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Kings have to get better defensively. Coach Mike Brown said for us, it's about 5 guys guarding the basketball. When the ball moves, all 5 guys should move. We have some pretty good individual defenders, but we're not relying on them to shut down the great players. Brian, it's a team effort.
Defense on a string, Allie. Thank you.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Here's... Oh, hey! How about that?
I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Dunleavy can't hit.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Bosch. Fades back. Here's Banchero. Tries again. Banchero hammers it home.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass.
Here's Blatch. The three. No luck on that one.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Here's Havlicek. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Banchero. Well, Grant, the Kings, one of those up-and-coming teams that are knocking at the door.
Yeah, they have some stars, B.A. They have some great role players, too. Part of their problem is they're in the Western Conference. It's so hard to just make the play-in tournament in that conference.
Here's Pippen. Back to Banchero. Pass to Curry. And stolen by Banchero. Here's Pippen. Doris, when we talk about home court advantages, the Jazz have amongst the best.
They do, B.A. You have to play at altitude. They're also a little bit isolated as well, so travel is hard. Let me tell you this, their fan base is loud, L-O-U-D.
And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor. You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Rose. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
I'll tell you, this guy still plays with a star's mentality. The strong drive converts against physical defense.
That one falls. And now a 12-point Sacramento lead.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Pass to Lucas. Here's Havlicek, guarded by Banchero. 6 to shoot. Inside. Here's Lucas. Oh, a special move before that shot.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Here's Bosch. He has 6. No good on the triple. There's 31 seconds left to the second period. A nice shot by Havlicek.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too. Oh!
He did it!
Punch it home!
Nice!
We're going to put that one on the highlight reel, because when you're ranking the best ball handlers in the league, Rose's name is going to be mentioned.
Pass to Havlicek. And there's the call on Banchero. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
9 seconds left in the second quarter. Curry takes it in to the wing on the left. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Sacramento on top, up 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Pass to Lucas. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Lucas has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 6. For 3. That one no good. Here's Finley. Still without a bucket.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Down low. Here's Chandler. And rejected. And he gets it back. Out to the wing. Pass to Arenas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Curry. Arenas' shot is off.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Outside Curry. To the wing, right side. Garnett. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Garnett's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Green, money from deep.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
And a deep 3 from Curry. Offensive board to the left side wing. Pass to Garnett. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, the length and intelligence of Kevin Garnett still making an impact at the rim.
Doris, I'm going to give you 3 names here. John Stockton, Karl Malone, Pete Maravich. Which one is the greatest player to ever wear a Jazz uniform, you think?
I'm not going greatest player, B.A. I'm going greatest tandem in the history of the Utah Jazz. John Stockton and Karl Malone in pick-and-roll play were poetry in motion.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Different look here for Utah.
Substituting on the court.
Rose with it. Give him 8 points now. And Gobert with the stuff.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
Here's Rondo. The rebound by Bosch.
There's one principal reason why they're sitting on this lead. Rebounding.
Here's Banchero. Rebound, Utah.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Pass to Rondo. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And that one's good.
That speaks volumes about the game of Frye. Always ready to pull the trigger once he touches the ball.
Here's Rose. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Right side, Rondo. Good. Rondo, he's got 8 points.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
Rose outside. The ball's knocked loose. Shot from the low post is good. Rose has gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Frye. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, pretty much the last big man you want to foul in the NBA. Frye is a tremendous free throw shooter.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Pass to Pippen. Rondo with the steal. And there's 1:45 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Here's Reddish. On target from range.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Rose. It's tipped.
What anticipation by Channing Frye. Measures it up and sends it back.
Outside Reddish. Pass to Dunleavy. Outside Reddish. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Rondo's shot is off.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the ball out of play. The Jazz will have it. So let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running. Utah with another miss. The Kings leading. Here's Chandler. And that comes off the assist by Green. Chandler's got 5.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
To the paint. Here's Frye. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Going inside. Here's Blatt. And it's all tied up.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of 3-pointers.
Here's Arenas. He has 6. Oh, misses the dunk. Outside Reddish. To the lead. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
A huge 3 allows them to snatch the lead heading into the final quarter.
And we've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Kings trail by 3. Here's Arenas. Count that bucket.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Jazz. There's the 3. Another 3 for Utah.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Here's Garnett. And it's in there.
Well, the 5th player in NBA history to log more than 50,000 minutes. KG still getting it done inside.
Utah leading by 3. Pass to Havlicek. Fires the 3. With the second effort. Here's Lucas. 6 on the shot clock. And another shot. And it's rejected. From deep. Arenas' shot is off. Here's Lucas. Pass to Garnett. From 13. And the jumper is on the mark. Garnett's gotten 4 this quarter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Pass to Robertson. A rebound by Bosch. Kings trail by 5. Here's Pippen. He got a piece of it. Here's Lucas. To the inside. Ooh, it's stolen away. Banchero outside. Launches a 3. And Havlicek pulls it down. Utah leading by 5. Down low. Here's Garnett. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
In transition, here come the Jazz. Good work there as it goes. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Jazz.
Their defense has been on point all game long. They're out hustling the shooters and swatting down plenty of shots.
The other thing that jumps out about their performance tonight, the amount of steals really pressuring those ball handlers.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused.
Number 91, Dennis Rodman.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Pass to Pippen. 6 to shoot. A shot to stop the run. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Robertson. Here's Garnett. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
He's in such a good rhythm offensively tonight. KG turning back the clock.
And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Curry. And the Jazz tack on 2 more.
Boy, that one was not easy. Every once in a while, you just make a tough shot.
Count it.
I'd say he gets on a roll, you better watch out. Rose is having a tremendous night. He's been relentless attacking.
And here's Curry. A minute 58 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 5 to shoot. From 15 feet away. And again, it's Utah.
There's a threat level from every spot on the floor when we're talking Steph Curry. That includes the mid-range.
Bosch, no good. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Rose. And that one is stuffed right through.
Another one for Derrick Rose. This is a flashback to when he used to do this on a nightly basis.
Here's Curry. Pass to Robertson. Outside Curry. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Kings trail by 11. Here's Bosch. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose. 1:02 left in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on Derrick Rose. That'll be a second foul of the game. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual. And the clock will wind down on this one. Just a solid effort and a good win for the Jazz.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And they'll chalk this up as their third win of the year.
And with the win, the season series is tied 1-1. You have to love how competitive these games have been with 2 more left to play.
Pass to Lucas. The fader. Again, Utah.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Here's Rodman. Clock at 6. The three from Curry knocks down the triple.
For 3.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here.
That mean you doing your thing, partner. Yeah. Another day, another dollar. What's that? Yeah. I be stunting like a big timer. What's that? Yeah. Another night. What's that? Yeah. She give you drama. What's that? Yeah. If you see me, just give me a holler. What's that? Yeah. You need motion, I got all kinds of. What's that? Yeah. If you see me, just give me a holler. What's that? Yeah. If you see me, just give me a holler. What's that?
Okay. Lost love, cause I refuse to find it. How you real, you cross me, when you know I'm solid. Wonder how you feel, like is it on your conscience? So deep, the pain ain't stopped, pain ain't. Lamar Jackson, got a pocket. Weird, cause you used to play like Kaepernick. We got the past it, sad to say, but you know I'm master. Do no peace treaties, it's forever up. The beacon, your feathers up. Ever when shorty said don't leave out. You ever seen your homies? I'm talking pain. Some of my look like Ruby Rose. Like Bay used the rose. No, you ain't love me. But tell them how though. Cause I noticed the bad acting like still in tune with the streets. See, I can hear the got me staying on point. I feel like Derek.
Radiant Bowl 8965.
And finally,
Steve all stone cold. My dog and we all lost. Ain't no more.
And I was 14 with a small loft. No more fair ones, now we all hopping. This shit got a kick, but it's not boxing. 100 on my body, that's a regular outing. Trying to net 100 million, I can't get it from browsing. I can't get it from scrolling, I used to get it from housing. On the 4th floor and in, and trying to give me 1,000. Sneaking money. You know you lying, why you speaking funny? The fact, why you speaking to me? Put my phone on D&D for all the leeches. Touring foreign beaches and probably somewhere in Ibiza. Maybe on the road with Albie, 4 O's like an Audi. You know my rebels rowdy. Don't move me like a Lambo on South Beach, that's regular. Homies doing. When you up, they start hating, that's how the rhetoric get. You fall back, they try to play you like you never been lit. I had to attain everything my haters never could get. You probably had a little motion, but you ain't never been this. Top dog in my city, running like the mayor. Old friends fell out with me, they did me a favor. I had to fight 100 demons just to get to this paper. Sneak this and I ain't tripping, we gon' get what you later.
From a dope spot, jealousy came from me and my pops, cause he had no pops. Watching me close,
Get sad when you both pop.